Hello. Firstly, no, this is not a costume, hinting at the content of tonight's review. It's just a blanket because I'm cold in my loft room, and tonight's review will be swift. Save me from hypothermia. So, delving straight in, tonight's movie was released in 1996. Divided opinion upon release. I think one of the main reasons is because of the lead actor. They had a certain idea of the type of performances that he turned in, and this was a very different character for him. So I think it confused a lot of people and led them to believe that it wasn't what they expected, so they were a bit disappointed with it. My first experience with this, I think my parents were the ones to choose it from the rental store back in the day. Rented it on VHS, I sat and watched it with them and kind of fell in love with the special effects, which, other than the mask, I hadn't really seen that kind of level of special effects before that had impressed me. So yeah, obviously the special effects, the horror elements are incredible, blends quite well with the comedy. And although this is a comedy horror, it's definitely on the darker side of comedy horror. It definitely leads into horror more than it does the comedy. So it was directed by Peter Jackson, starring Michael J. Fox is our big actor, Dee Wallace, Jeffrey Combs, and Jake Busey. Of course, talking about the wonderful, The Frighteners. Here in a nice steelbook edition. Not sure if you can see the slight green tone on the writing there. It's hard to get the light balance. And then on the back here, nice bit of artwork with the house. Again, the nice green detail in there. And then you've got your spine. Bring that back a bit so you can see it. Not sure which works better. Now inside, you've got nothing behind the disc. However, you have got a nice bit of artwork there. Michael J. Fox. And there's your disc. So yeah, this film, Michael J. Fox plays a psychic who is in cahoots with two ghosts who he recruits to haunt houses, and then he comes in and exorcises the ghosts. So he's a bit of a con man whose life changes the moment he starts seeing people marked for death, and he decides to do a bit of investigating and leads him down a path that he can't and won't come back from. Really, really interesting stuff, really great premise, and everyone's just having a blast here. You've got Michael J. Fox, like I say, in a very different role that he typically plays. You've got Jake Busey having the time of his fucking life with Dee Wallace, and Jeffrey Combs, as always, sheer perfection. Yeah, what this does well. You get two cuts in the movie. So you get the theatrical cut and the director's cut, which I always tend to lean towards the director's cut. Has about an extra 20 or so minutes of footage. Reorders some of it, and it's definitely a darker version of the film. So that's the one I always tend to recommend. Also, which I didn't realise, you get a making of documentary. And my God, it is a documentary. Clocks in at 4 fucking hours. Now I sat down to watch it expecting an hour and a half, got to 2 hours, had to stop it. I had things to do. Came back to it the next day, watched another hour, had to go out, had to stop it again. Next day, picked it up again, and it had another hour in it. 4 fucking hours. Now I should have known. More fool me. It's Peter Jackson. We all know he's extensive with his behind-the-scenes materials, and it's fucking amazing. It's such a good documentary. It covers everything from script conception. You've got casting, makeup, special effects, rehearsal period, music, everything that you could want from a documentary, and it just covers it all. It's a really great documentary. What the disc doesn't do well, they take forever to load. You stick them in, takes about a minute before it boots up, and then you're greeted with an ugly universal menu. It's got kind of a blue and grey menu on the side, and then you've got the picture on the right hand side of the screen just kind of playing various clips. It's just very clunky, very ugly. So yeah, an unfortunate disc. However, like I say, I really adore this movie. I watch it every few years. It's a great Halloween watch. It's fun, it's dark, and it's got Michael J. Fox. So yeah, it always has a soft spot in my heart. Not sure why it comes in landscape and not portrait. It's a bit of an odd one for the shelf sitting, but you know, the artwork I really enjoy. Peter Jackson always said this didn't sell the movie, and he blames it for the low box office. But I think the audience is now kind of rediscovering it and taking it for what it is. They know what to expect, and yeah, I think there's a higher tolerance for it now, and people are starting to get that humour. And yeah, rightfully so. It's a great movie. So thank you for tuning in, guys. I will see you tomorrow. And yeah, hopefully it'll be warmer. I'll light a candle.